James Wan's latest horror extravaganza, Malignant, gets a 4K announcement. Saturday Night Fever is once again rumored for 4K. Vinegar Syndrome and Arrow Video get some exciting new 4K announcements. And rumors are swirling at the possibility of a G.I. Jane 2 coming to Blu-ray from RLJE Entertainment. All this and more in the latest physical media report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Mid-Level Media Channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, here today to deliver to you the Physical Media Report, episode 101. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where I cover everything new and exciting in the world of physical media. We got to cover the rumors, we're going to cover news and announcements, we're going to cover what is new this week, deals, just tons of stuff to get into today, guys, and I'm super excited to do it with you. But before we get into it, I want to ask that if you are not yet a subscriber of the Mid-Level Media Channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button for more great content. If you like 4Ks and Blu-rays, I do reviews on this channel. I do unboxing videos. I do collection hauls, collection updates, just tons of physical media content every single day, live streams, news updates like this show every single Monday. And yeah, just tons of content like this. If you like physical media, if you're into that kind of stuff, you'll definitely dig this channel. So hit the subscribe button. Also, be sure to like this video and comment down below, guys, if anything that we discussed here today, what are you the most excited about? What are you the most amped up for? What gets your juices flowing the most? Let me know in that comment section below. And also be sure to turn on those bell notifications for all future videos. So right away, guys, we are going to dive into the rumor category. But before we do that, we have got to talk about what happened last night. No, not that, but we got to talk about the resurfacing of the rumor of Saturday Night Fever coming to 4K from Paramount. It is supposed to be coming out this year. We talked about this, I believe, in the middle of last year, it felt like. But yeah, I'm super excited for this one, guys. I have not seen this movie before, but this is a disco film starring the great John Travolta from the 70s. It's definitely where he learned his dance moves for Pulp Fiction, I imagine. But I'm excited for this one, guys, because there's just something about that 70s aesthetic that just lends itself so well to that 4K upgrade and transfer. I don't know, there's something about it. And I can imagine this is going to be super colorful and well lit with all the lights and stuff in the disco ballroom. And I just, the John Travolta in the white suit, it's going to look amazing. I'm going to be excited to watch this one for the first time in 4K. So Saturday Night Fever, no official release date. Again, this is a rumor. Even the artwork that I'm showing is rumor artwork. But again, I'm excited for it, and we've heard this one before, so I imagine that this one is very likely to happen at some point this year. So next up, guys, Universal Soldier, which is a film starring Jean-Claude Van Damme, is rumored to get a Lionsgate Steelbook at some point in June. Again, no official announcement for the Steelbook. We just got another Steelbook announcement last Thursday. I kind of broke that down with you guys, but I definitely was not thinking about Universal Soldier, and I don't even know if it has a regular 4K release as of right now. But yeah, this is going to get another one of those fire Lionsgate Steelbooks. I imagine some really cool artwork with Jean-Claude Van Damme. So I'm super excited for this one when it finally does get announced and we get to see what that Steelbook looks like. We also got Tootsie, guys, rumored for 4K to come out. It is the anniversary year. I'm pretty sure this movie came out in 1982. So you would think that this would come out this year. But again, it's rumored to come out at some point, no official release date, but Sony is the name of the studio that is attached to this as of right now on the rumor list. But Criterion does have Tootsie. They have put it out, a Criterion edition of that. So maybe we could be getting a Criterion 4K of Tootsie. I've seen Tootsie. I think I watched it for the first time a couple years ago. Definitely a great film with Dustin Hoffman. Great performance. Also got Bill Murray in it as well. So I'm excited for that one to come to 4K. And if it comes from the Criterion Collection, I will be even more excited. We also got The Pianist coming to 4K from, again, no studio attached to this one, no official release date attached to this, but this did just get a recent Shout Factory release, so maybe we could be seeing a Shout Factory 4K version of this one at some point this year. Again, I don't know, still in the rumor category. The Northman, guys, is rumored for 4K to come out from Universal on June the 7th. So this one is a new release that hasn't come out yet. It's one of those rumors that comes out before the actual film comes out, which is always kind of strange to talk about. But again, I'm really looking forward to this movie, directed by Robert Eggers. And I'm kind of surprised that a movie like this will be getting a 4K. I would have assumed it would only have gotten a Blu-ray, which only speaks to, you know, what their thoughts are of this film, that it needs a 4K. It must be one of those sweeping epics even more epic than we saw in the trailer. So I'm excited to watch this one even more now that they have the faith in it to give this one the full 4K treatment. So hopefully it does well in the theaters when it comes out and it's really successful and it kind of branches off. Maybe we'll get some special editions, some steelbook. I love the concept art that they're using on it as of right now, but I don't think that'll be the official 4K artwork when it finally comes out. Ambulance in 4K, which is the new Michael Bay film, is supposed to be coming out on 4K and getting a Best Buy exclusive steelbook from Universal on June the 14th. So we have, again, concept images of both the 4K cover and the steelbook. Don't know if these are going to be official yet. I don't know how I feel about this one. I know it's directed by Michael Bay, big time director. It's got Jake Gyllenhaal in it. But when I look at the cover of this, it just looks like a movie that you would see on the Walmart shelves, just go like straight to Blu-ray. So again, I don't know how I feel about this movie. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but sure, on 4K, it's Michael Bay. I'm sure he's going to have some cool action set piece moments and all that kind of stuff. So it makes sense that this one will be coming out in 4K. Drive My Car, guys, was a movie that just won Best International Picture last night at the Oscars. It's supposed to be getting a Criterion release at some point in July. So again, this is something that hasn't been officially announced yet, but it is heavily indicated. I even think there's a spot on Bluray.com where they talk about Drive My Car coming out from the Criterion Collection in July. So again, I haven't seen this movie. I know it's on HBO Max. I do want to get into it at some point, but yeah, also nominated for Best Picture as well. Won Best International, was nominated for Best Picture. So definitely one that I feel like I need to check out at some point. The Lost City, which just came out in theaters over the weekend, starring Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock, is coming to 4K on August the 2nd from Paramount. Again, a rumored release date, a new release. I guess a lot of that is going to depend on, I think, just how well it does at the box office. Interesting that Paramount, they kind of seem to section out their releases sometimes pretty far from the theatrical, unlike Sony, which they just kind of churn them right out immediately. So that is interesting. Fantastic Beasts: The Secret of Dumbledore on 4K and Blu-ray coming on June the 28th from Warner Brothers. So again, this is another Fantastic Beasts film. I've never been excited for these. I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan anyway. And this is another one that's been announced way before the actual film comes out. I think this movie is supposed to come out in April, and again, June 28th. So that's another company studio that puts their 4Ks and physical media releases out like really close to the actual release of the film. So yeah, I can't say that I'm going to be watching this. I didn't even watch the last Fantastic Beasts. I think I watched the first one, but that was it. After Hours is a film rumored to come to the Criterion Collection at some point this year as well. Again, another Martin Scorsese film hitting the Criterion Collection. So again, I have not seen this movie. I do need to catch up on some of the Martin Scorsese films. I still need to watch King of Comedy. That's one of the big ones I haven't watched. So I'd be excited to watch this one from the Criterion Collection for sure. It would be a big premiere title for the month. Most certainly. So that's the rumors, guys. Let's get into the news and announcements, because we got a lot of really cool stuff to go over here today. The Hell or High Water 4K Steelbook coming out from Lionsgate on May the 17th. And guys, if you haven't seen the slate for May 17th, we're going to go into some other stuff here in a second. But my God, that date is going to be jam-packed. We're all going to be spending like $300 or $400 on new titles coming out that day. There's just so much coming out on May the 17th, and that gets continued to be announced for the day. It's absolutely crazy. Look up that date. But Hell or High Water 4K Steelbook, I did an entire video on this last Thursday, so go check it out for more of the details. But basically, this is another just absolute banger of a Lionsgate Steelbook. The artwork on this, I just want to think that they cannot get any better with the artwork. They come out with something like this. It's just beautiful, and I cannot wait to own it in my collection. So that comes out from Lionsgate on May the 17th. We also have Extreme Prejudice, which is a film starring Nick Nolte that is coming out from the Vestron video line from Lionsgate on May the 17th. So this was, when this was posted online, I saw 29 on the slipcover. I actually posted that image on my Instagram. And then people said that on Amazon, it was showing at 26. So that was a little weird that they kind of got the numbering wrong when they were first doing the press release, I guess, for it. But again, that is supposed to be number 26 in the new line, not 29. But yeah, Extreme Prejudice, never heard of the film before, but I will pick up these Vestron video titles as long as they remain at this cheap price point of like $12.69. It doesn't matter to me what it is. I picked up freaking Candyman 3, so I will definitely grab this one, see what it's all about. It looks like some kind of an action film, maybe a little bit of a Western. I saw Nick Nolte wearing a cowboy hat in the cover, so that comes out on May the 17th. And this was a rumor, but we have officially gotten word that Malignant will be hitting 4K this year from Warner Brothers, but this is going to be a UK only release, so no word on if it is coming to US anytime anytime soon, but we have the artwork for it. It looks amazing. This is one, I don't do this a lot, I really don't, but this is one that I just might import from overseas to get, because I love Malignant, you know, the James Wan horror film from 2021. It was my second favorite movie of 2021. Absolutely loved it, and it might just be my favorite James Wan film, as controversial as that might be. So this is one that I might import. I'm super excited for Malignant 4K. The visuals in this movie are absolutely fantastic. I'm just thinking of the last 30 minutes of that movie in 4K, and it makes my mouth water just to think about it. So this is one that I hope that we get word that it's coming to US shortly after, but it is a little bit weird. You don't really see it too much with these new release titles. Them coming out in Blu-ray, and then a few months later them hitting 4K. You see it more of the import title, so I feel like it'll be a little bit before they do the 4K in the US. It might come with like a collector's edition or something. You know, maybe the Conjuring films will come out in 4K, and it'll happen around the same time as that, and they'll do some kind of James Wan 4K box set. Maybe the 2 Insidious films would be cool as well. That would be awesome if they did something like that. But Malignant 4K, guys, I honestly, I have to have it. So I think I'm probably going to be ordering this one. But let me know if you're going to order it. If you live in the UK, I'm sure you're super excited. But if you live in the US or outside the UK, you're going to be importing this title, let me know in that comment section below. We also have Star Trek the Motion Picture getting another 4K release, but this time it's the director's edition. And this is supposed to be coming out from Paramount sometime in September. Again, we've already gotten Star Trek 1 through 4 that came out from Paramount last year, but this is going to be the director's edition, which is what a lot of people say is the definitive edition of this movie, coming out, getting its own release in September. So I imagine that Star Trek fans are going to be pretty excited about this one. Arrow Video dropped their June announcements, guys, and I am very excited for one of these titles in particular because it actually came out a year ago. I'm pretty sure like last July this came out, but it was a UK release only, and I did not pay to import this title, and that is True Romance is coming back out in 4K US release, and it's also getting its steelbook. So from what I'm seeing, this is going to be the exact same release as the UK with a box set and the steelbook. Nothing's going to be different about it, but they're going to come out on June the 28th, and they're going to come out in the US. So I'm excited. I'm glad because I really was this close to importing that title. And from what I remember, I think it went out of stock in the very beginning, which is what kept me from actually getting it. But again, I'm super excited to get this one because I missed out on it the first time. I really wanted it. But again, I just wasn't going to pay to import the title, and I didn't want to get just the regular, because all that's left now is just the regular 4K release with no box set and stuff. So I'm excited to pick this one up, guys. Give a review for you guys. Super excited for this. Arrow Video just killing it with all of their releases. But I know some people feel a little burnt that they imported the title last year. Some people just picked it up like maybe a month or so ago, so they're probably feeling really burned right now. But, you know, it is the same release. So if you already bought it, you already own it, it's fine. It's just getting a US release now, but you still have it in the collection, and it's the exact same release. There's no new features and no new additions or anything like that that's coming out. It's just the fact that it's going to be released in the US. So at worst, you missed out on paying the cheaper prices that you spent on importing the title. So that's the worst of it, guys. So just enjoy your True Romance in 4K. And yeah, would it be nice if they, you know, released it in the US to begin with? Yes, it would. Same with Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, that's getting ready to come out. I don't know why that's UK only, because it's such a big title in that slate, it seems like. But it is, and I have to deal with it for now. But yeah, True Romance in 4K, guys, super excited. That one comes out on June the 28th. Edge of Sanity, which is a film starring Anthony Perkins, Norman Bates himself, is coming to Blu-ray from Arrow Video on June the 21st. So I am very interested in this title. The cover art on it is completely sick. So I'm very interested in this one. I don't know anything about it, so I'm excited to get into this one when it comes out. As soon as I saw that cover art with Anthony Perkins on it, I'm like, I'm just completely sold. I'm really excited for that one because it's just a movie I've never heard of. So if you guys heard of it, let me know about it in the comment section below. The Initiation of Sarah is coming out on June the 21st. We also got Demania coming out, which is a UK only release on June the 6th. This is a film from Lucio Fulci. So this is another one that has awesome cover art, and it's a Fulci film, so I would definitely want to check it out. But it is UK only, so that's the only drawback for this one. We got Fassbender Volume 3 coming out, which is a UK only release, and we've had, again, the other volumes coming out for this set. But this is also UK only, coming out on June the 13th. We've got a Tremors 4K Zavi exclusive steelbook, guys, coming out on July the 4th. So this is coming out on Independence Day. This is an awesome looking steelbook. I don't know how this was announced you know, ahead of time or ahead of the slate. I thought they would announce this like with a July slate for Arrow Video, but Zavi went ahead and dropped this one on their website. And again, coming out on July the 4th, and it's already available for pre-order. This is a really nice looking steelbook, but again, I'm not going to, you know, pay almost $50 to import this title from Zavi when I already have the 4K edition. But if you don't own Tremors yet and you missed out on that big box set and you want a nice limited edition of Tremors, I would absolutely recommend the release itself, because to be honest, like, this is one of the best 4K releases that Arrow Video has ever done. The special features are incredible, and the transfer is one of the best 4K transfers that Arrow Video has ever done. So I highly recommend picking this up if you want to own some kind of special edition of Tremors from Arrow Video. So yeah, Tremors 4K Zavi Steelbook will be coming out on July the 4th. We also got the Phantom of the Opera, which is a Dario Argento film, coming out from Scorpion on June the 6th. We got some Vinegar Syndrome May 31st announcements that were dropped this past week on the pre-halfway to Black Friday sale announcements, which is kind of weird to me. I don't know. You can pre-order for the sale, I guess is what it is. But again, I don't really know too much about it because I'm not too big into Vinegar Syndrome. But definitely some really interesting announcements that came out of this one. We got Cloak and Dagger, which is a 1984 film. Shout out to 1984 month that I'm doing on my channel right now for the next 3 days. But Cloak and Dagger is an interesting one. This is a movie starring Henry Thomas that I watched last year for the first time. It's a fun kind of kids adventure movie that goes into some darker places at points. So, but interesting that Vinegar Syndrome is putting this one out, because they don't do a lot of stuff like this. But we did just get Drop Dead Fred, which is kind of a darker children's film. So I think this one kind of falls into the same category. So if they do more stuff like this, again, I would love for them to do like Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. That would be perfect for Vinegar Syndrome, I feel like. But if they continue to do stuff like this, I'll probably remain interested, because I feel like I'll probably end up getting this one too. Definitely a really cool title coming out from Vinegar Syndrome. We got Miami Connection coming out in 4K, guys, a title I haven't heard of, and Thriller, A Cruel Picture, coming to 4K as well. And all of these are coming out at the end of May. So I think May 28th through May 31st is like the release day that you can pre-order and expect to get these ones in the mail. So Vinegar Syndrome dropping their May announcements. They don't usually do that. Usually they drop their announcements at the beginning. It's so confusing to me the way Vinegar Syndrome does stuff. I'm just not a Vinegar Syndrome aficionado yet. Hopefully I can gain more knowledge on them in the future. But if you're interested in any of those titles, let me know in the comment section below. We also got Scream 5 getting its UK 4K announcement for April the 11th. So Scream 5 is coming out in the States on April the 5th, and it's coming out in the UK on April the 11th. So if you're a Scream fan and you live in the UK, definitely get excited for that one. We got King Ralph coming to Blu-ray, guys, from Mill Creek on June the 1st. I remember watching King Ralph when I was a kid, so this will definitely be one that I'll keep my eye on and probably add to the collection at some point. It was a movie that I do remember enjoying. So with that, guys, that's all of the news and announcements. Again, like I said, a lot of stuff to get into this week. Let's get into the deals, because we do have quite a bit of awesome deals this week that you guys need to know about. I actually ordered 2 titles this morning that were a pretty good price on Blu-ray, but we have the Godfather 4K collection for $71.49, which is probably the lowest that it's been right now. Yeah, you can probably get it for a little bit cheaper if you scour the internet, like deep discount and stuff like that, but $71.49 is probably the cheapest that it's been on Amazon as of right now. So definitely jump on that, guys. If you haven't checked out my Godfather review, I dropped that over the weekend. Go check it out. Stunning transfers and definitely worth the upgrade for sure. We got Roger Rabbit on 4K for $17.99 right now. So great price on that newer release. We got Belfast on Blu-ray for $16.99. We got Mary Poppins on Blu-ray for $8.99. We got Godfather Coda on Blu-ray, which may still have the slipcover for $8.50. So they dropped the price on that with the release of Coda on 4K, I imagine. We got What Dreams May Come, guys, a movie starring Robin Williams that I have not seen on sale. It's always been in like the $15 range. That is $5.99 right now on Amazon. That is one title that I went ahead and snatched up because I've always heard good things about the movie and I just wanted to add it to the collection. We also got Fast 9 on Blu-ray for $10. We got Don't Breathe 2 for Blu-ray on $10. And the other title that I went ahead and grabbed was Black Dynamite on Blu-ray for $6.99. Just a cool looking movie that I did want to add to the collection for $6.99. Definitely a great price. So I got to add that and What Dreams May Come for I think about $13.50 with tax. So definitely, guys, jump on those deals. Those are really cool deals right there. And let's get into the new releases this week because there's not a whole lot of like premiere stuff, like stuff that we would be seeing in stores tomorrow, which is fine because I don't really go out in stores anymore on Tuesdays anyway. But there is some really cool stuff in the boutique realm that I do want to shed some light on. So we do have The Apartment finally coming to 4K from Kino Lorber for $24.82. What a weird release rollout this one has been, because I've been seeing people get this. I think the people that ordered it from Kino Lorber finally started to get them last week, because I saw people posting about it, but I ordered from Amazon, so I imagine I'm going to be getting it in the mail tomorrow, because usually get stuff from Amazon on release day. But what a weird release rollout for The Apartment in 4K, because they did not inform anybody that it was getting delayed until like after the release date. So I'm excited to finally get it, guys. I've heard good things about it, so happy to finally watch The Apartment in 4K, and I might be able to get a review out for you guys this week. We got Ordinary People coming out from Paramount Presents for $22.99. So this is a 1980 Best Picture winner, and it's one that I'll definitely be picking up at some point, but not this week. We got The Last Waltz coming to 4K, which is a Martin Scorsese film from the Criterion Collection for $34.99, and on Blu-ray for $27.99. So the next Criterion 4K release. We got Love Jones coming from Criterion for $27.99. We got Sing 2 coming out from Universal on 4K for $29.96, on Blu-ray for $24.96, and it's going to have a Target Blu-ray exclusive for $26.99, and also a Walmart exclusive for $29.99, and a double pack including the first Sing movie on Blu-ray for $29.99, and both of those exclusives for Target and Walmart, because I can't remember if I said it, but they're both on Blu-ray, so no 4K exclusives, just Blu-ray exclusives for that one. But definitely a ton of exclusives that should be in stores tomorrow if you're lucky in your particular area. So if you're a Sing 2 fan, I actually heard good things about that movie from my wife and my kids. They went to see it without me. So I heard good things about it. Will I watch it? Probably not. But let's get into the next title. And this is one that I actually did watch when it came out on Peacock the day it was released in theaters. But Marry Me, starring Jennifer Lopez and Owen Wilson, is coming out from Universal on Blu-ray for $24.96. So a little bit of a steep price point for a new Blu-ray release. But I don't know. Again, this isn't one that I'll buy right away, but maybe down the line, if it's like $5-6, I might pick this one up. I enjoyed it okay, but again, it's not one that I feel like I need to own for $25 for sure. But Warner Archive is releasing 2 new titles tomorrow. We got The Wonderful World of the Brothers Grimm coming out for $22.99, and we got A Star Is Born, the original A Star Is Born from the 30s, coming out from $17.29. We also got some new Vinegar Syndrome releases coming out tomorrow, guys. We got Schizoid for $39.99, Hard Rock Zombies, which I said I was going to pre-order, and I haven't done it yet. I might need to get on that because it's coming out tomorrow for $31.99. Reformed Schoolgirls for $27.99, and Talons of the Eagle coming out for $29.99. We also got Magnum PI, the complete series, coming out with all 8 seasons on Blu-ray from Mill Creek for $119.99. We got Frankenstein 4K Steelbook coming out, which is a Zavi exclusive from Arrow Video for $40.99 tomorrow, and the regular 4K slipcover for this is coming out in the middle of April, but the Steelbook is going to go ahead and come out tomorrow if you guys pre-order that from the Zavi website. We also got some more Kino Lorber releases coming out tomorrow, guys. We got Edgar J. Ulma Sci-Fi Triple Feature Collection on Blu-ray for $27.99. We got Shakedown coming out for $17.99, and The Devil Strikes at Night, which is a classic title, coming out for $19.89. We also got Dogmar's Hot Pants INC coming from Code Red for $19.99, and Screams of the Winter's Night coming out from Code Red for $19.99, and that one actually has that nice Kino Lorber Code Red slipcover on it. We also got The Requiem coming out on Blu-ray from Lionsgate for $14.96, which is a shark movie that I have not heard good things about. We got The Pursuit coming out on Blu-ray from Lionsgate for $14.96. We got Young Rock Season 1 coming out on Blu-ray from Universal for $24.98, which looks like an absolute train wreck of a show, but let me know if it's any good. And finally, guys, we got On the Third Day from Shout Factor for $17.99. And with that, guys, we are done with this week's Physical Media Report. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you feel a little bit more informed and knowledgeable in the world of physical media. Definitely be sure to like this video, guys. Comment down below if anything we discussed here today, what are you the most excited about? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel, turn on those bell notifications, and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are in the description, and we'll see you next time.